Hey, welcome to another episode of Live, Think, Grow. My name is 𝗪𝗫𝗍𝗫 and I help spirit-driven women overcome fear, boost their confidence, and create a passionate business so they can make more money and spread impact. That's right, I'm taking a more specialized approach in my life coaching services. And if you know anything about entrepreneurship, things are always evolving and changing as you evolve and change. And so I feel very, very called to take this specific approach because it's exactly where I was when my journey started about 2 years ago. And in case you haven't seen a little bit of that story, it's my first YouTube episode on here. Without that path and everything that I've learned and all of the time, energy, and money I've invested, I wouldn't be able to be where I am right now, which is a successful entrepreneur. And I get to live anywhere. Well, you know, COVID, I'm stuck at home, but so are you, hopefully. But I'm also able to have that financial freedom doing what I absolutely love and that helps other people. And I don't know about you, but I feel like that's the perfect fusion and it's what I've always hoped and dreamt for. So my mission is to help you do the same, because if you're watching this, I know that you have this deep desire to want to do something that you're completely passionate about, and you want to do something that will also make you money. And I want you to know that you deserve both. Seriously, you do. So in kicking off this new niche and specialization, I bring you today's episode, which is my top 4 productivity hacks. These are hacks that have just helped me be a more organized entrepreneur. It also has helped me just be an organized person in general. And I feel like anyone can use these productivity hacks, whether you're a student or you do work in a corporate environment or you're an entrepreneur. So stay tuned, because by the end of this episode, you're gonna walk away knowing what you can do to be that much more productive and focused. All right, so the first hack is start calling your to-do lists get-to-do lists instead. It is such a simple mindset shift that you can do, but think about it, right? Which one sounds better to you? Like, I have to do these things, or, oh my God, I get to do these things. Get to do, right? Because the to-do list has this like air of obligation associated to it, which is totally fine sometimes, because sometimes we do have obligations and commitments. But the get-to-do list is more opportunistic, rooted in gratitude, right? Like, I get to do these things. And basically, just by doing that simple shift, you're changing your energy, like connected to your work, from obligation to opportunity. And that in and of itself is super powerful. Which also brings me to number 2. Once you rename your to-do list to get-to-do list, try separating it into top priority and medium priority. Now, the key here is in the top priority, these are the things that absolutely must get done today to either move the needle in your life or in your business. And the key with that is you want to have no more than 5 items. Seriously, any more than 5, you're going to be super overwhelmed and it's just too much to handle. So limit yourself to 5. Anything after that will go into the medium priority. Now, this is really great because you are exercising that muscle of categorizing your tasks and understanding what actually is a priority and what actually isn't. Now, step 3 is create this get-to-do list with the top and medium priority separated the day before. Now, that could be either at the end of your workday or it could be at night, whatever works best for you. I personally like to turn off completely once my work is done. But this is going to be incredible for many reasons. But first, you're just brain dumping everything that's in your head, and you're actually doing yourself a favor, right? Because if you're going to get all of that out onto a piece of paper the night before, that saves headspace for in the morning, and it allows you to just wake up in the morning being able to do things at your own pace and not feel like, oh my God, what do I need to do today? And feel like I have to get organized. And the second reason is more on a neurological level, that the way that our brain works and in, accomplishing goals, we love to close loops. meaning we love to like finish tasks. We love to have things done, right? Like imagine whenever you do have a to-do list and you like didn't check it off, it just doesn't feel as satisfying, right? And so by brain dumping everything the day before, you're actually closing that loop in your brain. You're not leaving it open to anything else, and it feels really good on a psychological level. So practice that. Number 4 is my personal favorite and has absolutely changed the way I work. Seriously, I tell this to my clients all the time and they'll come back to me and be like, how did I ever work differently before this? And I'm like, I know, which is working in the Pomodoro Style, aka the tomato style. Pomodoro is tomato in Italian, by the way, in case you didn't know that. The way this works is you work in 20-minute bursts and then you have 5-minute breaks. But a couple key things with this, which has made it really groundbreaking for me, is being very intentional with each 20-minute window. So what I'll do is once I have my get to-do list, I like sit to do work in the morning and I'll look, okay, so this first one, I'm going to create a feed post. So what I do is I go ahead, set an intention for the first little Pomodoro burst, the first 20 minutes. And I will say for these 20 minutes, I'm only going to write my feed post. Then once the timer is off, 5-minute break, and that's it. You have to put everything down. You have to close your computer. And normally I just get up, I stretch, take a walk, go ground myself in nature. And then I sit down again at the end of the break and get ready to do another Pomodoro or sprint. And for the next one, I will, if I didn't finish the feed post, set the same intention, or if I finish the feed post, set a new one. Now, this is absolutely amazing for productivity and focus because we just aren't built to like sit and do one thing for like 3 hours at a time. Our brain power comes in bursts. And so you're basically just utilizing this advantage that we already have as humans and directing that energy into your workflow. The best thing about this too is like once you do 3 Pomodoros, that's an hour of work and then you can take a longer break. So there you go, 4 productivity hacks, real quick, throw them at you that you can start using literally today. And I highly encourage using them, right? As humans, we need to make sure that we're using our time and energy wisely. So the key is always to work smarter, not harder, right? I hope that you enjoyed this episode of Live, Think, Grow as I switch things up. There's a lot more amazing things where this came from. If you liked this video, go ahead and click subscribe. Also, feel free to follow me on Instagram. I'm at 𝗪ģīna_O_Silva, and give my Facebook page a like. That's facebook.com/livethinkgrow. Until next week, happy living.